What's up, everybody? So in today's video we are taking a look at the 2015 McLaren 650s. Huge thank you to Foreign Cars Charlotte for providing this vehicle for today's video. I'll have the link to their website in the description below. Definitely check them out. They have a huge selection of brand new Aston Martins, Maseratis, Bentleys, and Alfa Romeos, and then an amazing selection of high-end used supercars like this McLaren. So for today's video, we're gonna really answer the question, why is everybody buying a McLaren? It seems like everybody, especially, is picking up a 570s nowadays. They are just a supercar that is for a really good price for what you're getting. This one, of course, is not the 570, but it is a used 650, which means this is about $190,000. It has 8,000 miles on it, 2015 model year, the Spider model. It has loads of carbon fiber on it, a really nicely spec'd vehicle. And when you look at it, this is the price of a relatively new Huracan or a 570s. So of course the doors is probably one of the most iconic things. We got the little button down here. Just give it a press, door pops up. Really cool looking when it opens up. And then to actually step our way into the car, we got to get over this carbon fiber door sill. Of course, this does have a full carbon monocoque construction, very lightweight design. All right, so now getting into the car, it is a little bit challenging, a little weird getting into it. It is a tight fit, but once you're in the car, it is a really tight fit, like I said, and it really does feel pretty sweet. So just grabbing the door handle, we have perforated leather on the left side with some aluminum accents, your paddle shifters, which is really cool. You can see how both of them move at the same time. That's a really cool feature. It's actually basically mounted right in the center, so you can upshift and downshift with one side, which is really neat. And then as we make our way to the center, very simple layout. We'll start it up in just a second. We have your active dynamics panel with launch control and all of your driving modes, electronic parking brake hazard, different drive selectors, your roof mechanism, the front opening, lock, and then this little window right here, you can make it go up and down. And that's basically the interior of the car. It's pretty simple in here. We have carbon fiber on the mirrors, which is really cool to see, but it's a pretty tight car, not really much going on. A little tiny storage compartment right there. So now with my foot on the brake, we'll go ahead and start it up. With the engine running now, we have the large tach and your speedometer in the center. We have your gear over on the right side, all of your temperatures and then warning lights. And then this is the main screen, and to control that you use this thing right here, just going up and down. You can go through various settings. And to actually do the lift, we'll just push this forward real quick, hit it down to the front and lift, now pull it back. And then all we have to do is move the stock up, and now the car will lift. We have a little icon down there blinking, and then either right now or once it's done, we just push it down, and then it'll start lowering. All right, so to open it up, really cool having doors like that. And like I said, it's a little challenging getting out of the car. It definitely does take some getting used to. Go ahead and close it. So now we'll take a look at the front storage space. Just pressing that once opens right up. So the McLaren being no drivetrain or anything up front, we actually have quite a lot of space in here. You could easily fit maybe 3 pieces of luggage in here. It actually goes down farther than this whole area right here. So you actually have quite a lot of space in the car. And as we take a quick look at it, all the carbon fiber in it looks absolutely amazing up here. We got parking sensors up front, carbon ceramic disc brakes with the yellow brake calipers. The wheels and tires look really nice against the color. And then you can probably see some of the sparkle in the paint. This one is a really, really nice spec. I love the leather and Alcantara on it. Then we got more parking sensors in the rear. The really cool taillights, you really can't even see them. Active spoiler, more carbon fiber back here. Backup camera. And then we'll go ahead and check out the passenger side real quick. So hopping in. And actually all the controls for the seats are actually right in front. So this is how you control moving it forward, back, the recline and everything. You can see all the Alcantara. Really cool looking interior, very minimalistic like I said. And then now we'll go ahead and put the roof up just to show you what that is. All you have to do is press or pull the button to activate the roof. Goes up very quickly, it's just 2 panels that pop right up. The thing I like about these hardtop convertibles like this, with the roof up, it looks just like the coupe, just as clean. You don't have just a rag top up there. But now we'll press the cover button right here, just hold the arrow up, and this thing will pop right up, which is really neat. So this is basically an extra trunk space in there, which is really cool. You can fit smaller bags in there, but combining that with the front end, you have a pretty good amount of space in the car. I think that about sums up looking at the car. It's really cool looking. Everything about it is really nice. It's got a really cool feel to it. The visibility just looking out of it like this is really neat. You have a really cool view. You can actually see the fender arches in the front, the mirrors. You can see the rear end of the car have really good visibility. And then looking back, actually pretty good visibility out there. So about to take the car out for a drive. Look at this storage. I have my camera bag, my lunchbox, and I could still fit like 2 suitcases in this thing. But that is the McLaren ready to go. We got the GoPro set up. Let's check out why the McLarens are so popular. All right, so foot on the brake, we'll just start it up. It roars to life. And we'll go ahead and just put it into drive. Take the electronic parking brake off. So we're in first gear. Looks like, I'm assuming it's probably an automatic. Yep, we have an A on the left side and then first. So now, let's drive a McLaren and see what this thing has to offer. So going over a few bumps on a slow road, you can feel how tight the car is. With the carbon fiber construction of it, there's really no flex or anything in it. It is definitely a supercar built for the track, built to handle anything you want, and you can tell how tight the car is. So I guess we'll go ahead and at least put it into manual mode. We'll just activate the dynamics panel. We have powertrain in sport, and then handling, we'll just keep that in sport for right now, and we are in manual. All right, so we'll get up to some speed, get a little bit of the taste of the power. The transmission shifts so quick. Already I can hear the exhaust. That's the coolest thing with these supercar spider vehicles. You can put that window down and just have so much more exhaust sound. That has a really good sound to it. So putting a few more miles now on the McLaren, this is a really cool ride. The seat is really easy to get comfortable. The steering wheel is right, like in a good spot, has a really good feel to it. It's just a car that it feels like a giant go-kart. Everything about it feels like it's focused around the driver. The visibility, I can't get over how easily I can see out of the front. I can almost see the ground actually right in front of the car, which just really makes it good for a track car or just a car to hit the mountains with. All right, and now we'll go ahead and just tone the car back down. We'll turn the active dynamics panel off. Everything's back into normal automatic. I like how this is a car that you really can just cruise as a daily driver. On a smooth road now, there's no more bumps on this road. It's just a smooth, comfortable ride. It's pretty quiet. You do hear the engine and exhaust a little bit, but it's not an annoying drone or anything like that. And with so many people buying these, okay, that was a really big bump. It still is a stiff car even in the most comfortable setting. But everyone's buying these things for a reason, and I think it's because it's 2 cars in one. It can be a GT car, it's comfortable, it has a pretty good amount of space for being a mid-engine car, but then the performance numbers, the horsepower, the carbon ceramic disc brakes, everything that is performance-oriented with this car tells you that it's a full-on supercar that can really do anything. So we'll put the window back down. Sound is really nice. I know a lot of people say with the twin turbos it kind of takes away from the engine sound. I drove the V10 Lamborghini Gallardo last weekend and it sounded amazing with the top down and with the little window down, but this has an amazing sound to it just like that. You can hear a little bit of the turbo noise. One thing I'm noticing, you kind of have to give it a little bit of gas when it starts up and let the clutch engage, so a little bit getting used to it compared to other twin clutch transmissions. The handling is insane. This thing really stays so flat. Wow. There is no body roll on a tight turn like this. And the paddle shifters stay exactly where you want them. It's really cool having the paddles there because I'm trying to find it again, but it's right where you want it. So that is a really cool touch. Wow. This thing gets up and goes. You can really feel how this is just a driver's car. I could imagine on a track with this. Wow. Wow. The acceleration, there's no turbo lag, it just goes. That is insane. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and just put the top down. I have to hit OK that there's nothing in the spot. But it should come off in just a few seconds. Nice sunny day out. It's like 70 degrees out. Perfect weather to have the top down. And we'll keep all the windows up now just for wind noise. That is good to go. You can really hear the exhaust more. It pops every down or every upshift. And this is the way to drive with the top down. This is awesome. Wow. So that was just getting a little bit higher in the revs. That is some insane power. So now on the highway with the roof down, it's got enough air in here. It's not like crazy annoying or anything. It's just a comfortable cruiser with the top down. We have a bridge coming up. I think we might have to do a little bit of an acceleration. Third gear. I know why people are buying these cars. The power is insane. It just takes off like a rocket ship. It's comfortable. This is the coolest car I have ever driven. You need to drive a McLaren and you need to buy one. You have to do whatever you have to do to get one of these. This car is insane. 5 people are already giving the thumbs up in this thing. This is a true supercar. Like everything you want in a supercar, this has. Alright, so we are now off the highway, unfortunately, but we're now in just normal slow-speed traffic. We'll get a nice taste as to how this car is just around town, but my legs are genuinely shaking a little bit. I wasn't even redlining it or flooring it crazy, just wow. The thrust and acceleration and performance feel. And the price, let's talk about the price again. This is 190 grand roughly, 8,000 miles on a 2015, and this is a car that looks like the craziest supercar out there. It's got the doors, it has everything in it. What a car, what a car. I don't know what else to say, this is insane. So slow speeds again, you know, the steering is really lightweight. It's not even hard to turn it at all. It really does drive like a normal car. The only difference is getting up and going. You have to let the clutch engage for a split second. But when you're just cruising, it's just a normal car. The steering is really, really good. So on the highway, just doing a little bit quicker lane changes like that, you can feel how the littlest input in the steering wheel points you exactly where you want. And then around town, it just seems like it's a light, easy to drive steering wheel and everything. So what do you guys think of McLaren? We're obviously seeing a ton of people buying the 570Ss. Now that the 650Ss on the used market are getting into the under $200,000 price range, this is a true supercar, while McLaren calls the 570S just a sports car. But now you're able to get a full-on top-range supercar for pretty decent money. And I think so far with the few miles I've put on this car, I can see why everybody is falling in love with these. They're selling like crazy. McLaren as a company, every year or two, they come out with a brand new car, which is great for the used market. This car is about $350,000 brand new, just 8,000 miles ago. Now, under 200, it's a bargain, honestly, for what you're getting. And you'd really, really be hard-pressed to find another supercar at this price point that is even close to as cool as this. I'm a Lamborghini fan. The Huracan is a car I really, really want, but I think I might be changing my idea. This is just, I don't know, this is incredible. This is an awesome car. And the power, and again, that wasn't even redlining it or full throttle, but that was incredible. But we'll put actives back on, back into manual mode, do another acceleration. Not bad over train tracks. I'm trying to find something I don't like about it. The only thing I don't like, the front end lift takes a little bit of time. You have like 5 menus to go through, which is a little weird. Other than that, the climate is a little weird. The newer ones don't have it like this, but other than that though, so I'm trying to find things I don't like. I don't think there's anything that is even remotely worth mentioning, just because what you're getting for this, that was a big bump, what you're getting with this car and what you're paying for, you're getting so much, and that's why people are buying these cars. Well guys, unfortunately that is wrapping up test driving the McLaren 650s Spider. Quite honestly, as I've said in a previous video, the Gallardo will be my next car after the GTR. I will probably have that car a few months and trade it in for a McLaren, just because I'm blown away. My legs are still shaking. This car is that incredible. I think a 570s Spider would be pretty sweet. This car has all the active dynamics with it, the active spoiler, the suspension. This is a whole next step up compared to the 570s, of course. But this is a full-on supercar, and I'm thoroughly impressed by far. Cannot thank Foreign Car Charlotte enough for letting me drive this car today. I've test driven a lot of really cool cars in the last year, but this is the first car that has truly put the biggest smile on my face driving it and just seeing it. Like, when he pulled it around, I opened the door, I fell in love with the car instantly. This is that good. So huge thank you once again, Foreign Car Charlotte. Check out their website in the description below. Brand new Bentleys, Aston Martins, Alfa Romeos, and Maseratis, and then an amazing selection of used supercars like this McLaren. Definitely check them out. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Give it a huge thumbs up. Smash the subscribe button. What do you guys think of the McLaren? I think they're pretty awesome. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. We'll see you all next video.